All right, that last one, it was just a little rude. I was just trying to go fast, and I'm sitting there looking at my clock, and I'm just thinking about, man, just get through it, just get through it. I'm almost there, and I skipped over, I don't know, some stuff. It's mean more to me than that. So let's go back. So Bad Religion, how can hell be any worse? Um, I don't think it was the first thing that Epitaph put out. Maybe the first LP, but man, this album, perfect. LA punk rock. Um, I don't know. Bad Religion just holds a really special place for me, and but only certain albums, which you will see. Uh, Bad Religion, Suffer. This is the one that did it for me. This one I think came out in what, 88? Yeah, 88, and every song on here is just amazing. It's kind of a blueprint for a lot of stuff that came that sucked, but that doesn't mean that this blueprint, it's not their fault that a bunch of people, kind of copped that style and just made crappy bands. And some of those fucking shitty bands still exist. And maybe even they took a weird turn, but still, when I hear this record, like, it's one of those that I just have to listen to from beginning to end. You like, know all the changes, know what songs coming next, know all the lyrics. And it's, man, I was like right out of high school when I heard it, and I was just like, man, this is just, it's speaking to me. It makes me feel so good. It takes me away from so many different things. And Greg Graffin and his like songwriting, like his lyrics are just, what the fuck was he thinking, man? He's like singing songs to little kids, and he's using all these fucking words, and it's like, man, fucking relax on the English major shit, or whatever he took. I don't know what the hell. Him and like Milo from the Descendants. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be in a punk rock band, but I'm gonna go to school too and study fucking like biochemical engineering because I'm a fucking dork. But you know what? Whatever, man. They made it sound good, and both those bands are awesome. But like, the other album, How Can Hell Be Any Worse? This is just like little kids like fucking pissed off that the air's fucking dirty and that they're not gonna have a job and they don't have any gas to go to the burger store and try to get laid. So you're gonna sing in this band, and they're still wearing leather jackets and shit back then, And then here it's just like shorts, shirts, sneakers, kind of, I don't know, like kind of in a good way. They're like, okay, let's just be real. We're just playing this music because we love it. We're not trying to fucking look like punk rock or whatever. But then you get bands like Judge and fucking, all these other bands that, man, now it's just a weird look to wear fucking oversized t-shirts and shorts and go up there and basically, the football team's in a band now. But anyways, whatever. Bad Religion, No Control. This is the one that came after Suffer, and this is kind of where I draw the line with Bad Religion. I think like after this, like Against the Grain, Generator, definitely Recipe for Hate. Not just because that's when they were signed to Atlantic. It was just wasn't doing the same things to me. So that's why I have these. Then this band, Mad Parade. Pretty sure they got that name from the God Save the Queen lyric when Johnny Rott's talking about the Mad Parade. And this is like, OC, punk rock, and Sex and Violence. That's a song that I got it for. It's a good song. I think this band in some form or fashion still plays around and whatever. It's kind of minor league, but still got it anyways. Another minor league, China White, The Danger Zone. I don't know much about them. I think what label is this on? Oh, Frontier. They put out like reissues of like TSOL and Circle Jerks and the what are they called? Suicidal Tendencies, shit like that. But it's Orange County punk rock, probably like Cuckoo's Nest, band. And then this is kind of why I wanted to go back. I want to pay a little bit more attention to these next albums. So TSOL, Dance With Me, really, really good dark album. Good punk rock band. The fuck? just Tom Wilson too. He produces a lot of this stuff. I don't know. I'm fucking losing it, man. I don't know what's happening. But anyways, it's like, you know, it's kind of goth punk rock. And if you ever seen that movie Suburbia, I don't know what club that is in the movie, but there's a few scenes where they go to this club and TSOL's playing, and it's just like, I don't know, there's like 45 Grave, and there's, you know, Christian Death, and like, you know, a lot of dark bands that were around in LA, you know, like, I don't know, maybe they heard of the Batcave and, you know, in England, and, you know, they're hip to like Bauhaus and Alien Sex Fiend and like, you know, Sex Gang Children, all these dark bands. I think Community FK was playing it back then too. This is getting a little too far away though. But anyways, it was like just dark, but really like good songcraft and good, you know, melodies, and but still has that like abandoned, like, you know, we could fall off the rails at any times because we're just making this shit up. Awesome, amazing album. And these guys used to play like at the Cuckoo's Nest and you know, like all these places in Orange County that were. This is where all this stuff came from. You know, I went from LA and now it's Orange County, you know, Huntington Beach, Costa Mesa, fucking Fullerton. And this is a band that I think came from Fullerton. On Frontier again too, the Adolescents. So many bands and so much came out of this. You know, you got Casey Royer on drums. He was, you know, the singer of DI. You got, I'm trying to read this backwards, Rick Agnew on guitar. I mean, shit, like he's wearing a TSL shirt. You'll see where he goes later. Tony Cadena, which I don't know if he's related to Des Cadena. I don't think he is. It's just a coincidence. And I think they were from, what is that called? Where's my Beach Boulevard album? Oh, it's over here. What is that? From West Covina, maybe? Like Rick Rick from what are they called? Negative Trend. Frank Agnew, that's Rick Agnew's brother. And then we got Steve Soto on bass. He played in a band called Joyride. I think he plays in like Cadillac Tramps and like, I don't know, but these are just like legends, man, from Orange County, and they still play in Long Beach, you know, in some form or fashion. Alex's Bar probably. Then we got DI. Now, DI is the band that Casey, the drummer from the Adolescents, or at least on that first album, now this is the band that he started fronting, singing for. And then you got Rick Agnew from the Adolescents, Alfie Agnew, another Agnew in the mix that's in this band. And this album is fucking great. I think at one point too, I don't know if it was Casey or if it was the original drummer from Social Distortion, but that's another one in the mix that, you know, all these guys are just coming up together from Fullerton and Costa Mesa and playing around town, Huntington Beach, and this is the stuff they came up with, man. It's fucking awesome. And then I got Christian Death, Only Theater of Pain. It's another album that Rick Agnew is the guitar player. And if you listen to the Adolescents, you listen to Christian Death, you listen to that DI album, pretty much anything that Rick Agnew's on, it sounds like Rick Agnew. It's just, he has this really, I don't know, it's indescribable, like the way the notes that he just plays, and like he gets these heart-wrenching chords, and they sound dark and they sound mysterious, but at the same time familiar. It's weird, you know? I remember the first time I heard, obviously, Romeo's Distress. Yeah, look how original that is. Doesn't matter, man. It's a fucking amazing song, and it's catchy as shit, and it rules. So now, since I went through those, let's see if I can get through a little bit of these. I don't know what I got over here. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah. The Gun Club, Fire of Love. Again, like that dark. Now it gets kind of like cowpunk, but Jesus Christ. I mean, it's the fucking Gun Club, man. Jeffrey Lee Pierce, you know? We got Suburban Lawns. We're just kind of finishing. Like, these guys are from Long Beach, I think, actually. This is a fucking great record, man. and it's just, it sounds like, you know, it sounds like I don't know, it's like new wavy punk rock. It sounds like, what's that shit? It sounds like something from the movie War Games, you know. And then there was a TV show called New Wave Theater that was on in Orange County and had a lot of these bands playing live on it. Circle Jerks and shit like that included. It's awesome. The Vandals, Peace Through Vandalism. There's another movie. It's called Cuckoos, or is it called? No, 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 no. What is it called? It's about the Cuckoo's Nest. It's a documentary in black and white about the Cuckoo's Nest. Um, it's the Vandals. It's about Zubies. This like big fucking cowboy bar that was like next door to it in Costa Mesa. Um, shit, what is it called? Anyways, this is the Vandals. It's their EP. It's awesome. It's punk rock. It's going to drive me crazy that I don't know the name of that. Then there's this Beach Boulevard. It's a compilation from Rick L. Rick, Negative Trend, the Simple Tones, and the Crowd. Some more, you know, some Orange County bands. Rick L. Rick and the Crowd and the Negative Trend. They were actually from West Covina, but there's some good liner notes on here from Tony Cadena from the Adolescents. And this album, it's just 5 songs of each band and Simple Tones. I think this is the only place that you can find their songs, and they were just like, if they would have been around now, they would have been huge. They're just like poppy, like fucking just amazing, amazing punk rock, but not punk rock, you know, like basically like this should have been the fucking soundtrack to the movie Valley Girl if you know, the powers that be that had the money behind that weren't a bunch of fucking pussies. Oh, we gotta put stuff that's like kind of safe though, because, you know, we gotta make money off this. But whatever, they have the Plimsolls on there. That's cool. Maybe Devo. Who the fuck knows? Then we got the Dream Syndicate. Steve Wynn. This is like kind of flowery, daisy, power, poppy. Reminds me of the Al's bar scene in L.A. You know, like even that picture, it looks like they're playing, I think, the Impala or something. But just good, kind of post-punky shit. Some more flowery stuff. Paisley, I don't know what the fuck they call it, but this is the 3 o'clock. I found this record and I just liked the way it looked. I picked it up and I fucking brought it home, and man, it is amazing. Just really good. It's kind of psychedelic, just power pop with like punk rock edge. It's awesome. What else I got in here? Oh, the Avengers, Penelope, what the hell's her name? I almost said Spheris. Penelope Houston. Penelope Spheris is the one that made movies, right? I don't know. But the Avengers, San Francisco, punk rock, you know, Mahou Bay Gardens, all that shit. I wanted to like this more than I did. I guess I gotta listen to it some more, but whatever. Paint It Black, I guess if that's their best song, then I need to hear more about them, because not that great. MDC, I think they're from Texas by way of Houston, or by way of San Francisco, I mean. Really, really good punk rock. This is like thrash, you know, like had some thrash, had some punk rock. Fucking awesome. Love that album. Smoke Signals. Then what? Oh, Cramps. This is the one. Yeah, Kid Congo's on this one. This is the first one that he's on, I think. This is a good album. It's really good. Look at that. Look how much I have to say about it. Misfits, Legacy of Brutality. Yeah. Misfits. Everyone knows about Misfits. Misfits. Live Evil. No, not Live Evil. Earth AD. Man, I shouldn't even be doing this if I'm not doing it right. Plasmatics. Wendy O. Williams, who fucking, I think she stabbed herself in the chest when she killed herself. That was pretty awesome. And it's signed to whatever. I don't fucking really care about autographs. But whatever. I think I'm going to cut it there, because then I get into, you know, a whole different section of music that kind of correlates. It's all going like, you know, the fucking River Kwai. Is that what they call it? I don't give a shit.